Hey folks, Jason here with another drum set video. This one is a follow-up video to Foundations for Funk Drumming. If you haven't watched that video, go ahead and check it out at the link in the description box below. The concepts in that video provide the foundation for all the exercises in this video. But if you do feel good about the Foundations for Funk Drumming, you feel like you've got a really strong grasp on the concepts covered in that video, grab a pair of sticks, throw on some headphones, and have a seat at your drums, because we're going to play through the exercises in this video together, and I'm going to walk you through each exercise. Okay, so you need 3 different instruments: hi-hat, snare, kick. The hi-hat's going to be the changing variable, but the snare and kick stay the same for all the exercises. Snare's the easiest part. 2 and 4 backbeat. 1, 2, 3, 4. That never changes on these exercises. The kick drum is always going to play the 16th note grid, meaning it's going to play each of the 16 16th notes in a measure of 4/4, one after the other. For example, 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and so on and so forth. Again, if you don't know what I'm talking about, press pause on this video, go back, watch that Foundations video where I go more in depth on the 16th note grid. Last but not least, we got the hi-hat. I'm going to be doing different rhythmic feels, stickings, and actual rhythms in terms of the rhythmic subdivision here. So if you're feeling good about this, ready to go, we're going to get started. I'm going to set our metronome to 92 beats per minute. This is a pretty standard mid-range funk tempo. Now for the very first exercise, I'm going to count the first few 16th notes so you can see where we've moved to on the 16th note grid. But after that, you're on your own. So one of the challenges of this is not just a workout physically but also mentally, is you have to keep track of where in the 16th note grid you are while keeping the hi-hat and snare going. Okay? So we're going to start with dominant hand playing 8th notes on the hi-hat. If you're ready, let's go. 1, 2, 3, beat 1. Now the E of 1, and of 1, the of 1. You're on your own, keep going. Okay, if you made it through all of that with no mistakes and you were right with me, great job. We're going to do the same thing now, but we're going to do non-dominant hand playing 8th notes on the hi-hat. 1, 2, ready. All right, congratulations. If you've made it this far with no mistakes, you have successfully done dominant and non-dominant hand playing 8th notes on the hi-hat while moving through the 16th note grid. We're going to move up to the next level. This is 16th notes. We're going to do them starting one-handed on the hi-hat, starting with our dominant hand. If you're ready, I'm going to go ahead and set the metronome. 1E and a 2, ready. same thing, but with our non-dominant hand playing one-handed 16ths on the hi-hat. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, congratulations, you've done one-handed 16th notes. Next up, we're going to do alternating, right? And it's actually not technically a true alternating in the sense that we're thinking of a lead sticking. What do I mean by that? The dominant hand is going to play on the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and the non-dominant hand is going to play all the offbeat 16ths. Right? I'm going to start with dominant hand first, and then non-dominant hand leading the way. Here we go with the dominant hand. I'll reset the metronome. All right, if you're ready, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we're going to do the non-dominant hand starting off. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, good deal. Now we're going to change the rhythmic feel up a little bit. Instead of doing straight 16th notes, we're going to do more of a shuffle-based or swinging 16th note feel. Right? So we're going to start one-handed with our dominant hand on the hi-hat, this sort of feel. Right? So if you're ready, let's dive right in. Dominant hand first. 1, 2, excuse me. 1, 2, 3. Good. Next up, we're going to do the non-dominant hand. I think this is probably the hardest one of the exercises, so I recommend doing just the hi-hat part on a practice pad or the hi-hat by itself, maybe even under tempo before attempting to go at tempo. So if you need to pause this video, go ahead, get that left hand going. But if you're ready, we're going to dive right in. 1, 2, 3, 4. right, good deal. We're going to keep going with those swinging 16ths. These last two variations on the hi-hat are going to be alternating, just like we did with the straight 16ths. We're going to start by leading with our dominant hand. 1, 2, 3. And last but not least, same thing, alternating but leading with the non-dominant hand. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. If you've made it this far with no mistakes, congratulations. That is not an easy thing to do, though it seems like it is. Again, a lot of physical and mental stamina. This is something that if I'm getting ready to play a funk gig where I know I'm going to have a lot of repetitions and I just need to be right in the pocket with these different feels, I'll actually warm up for a good 10, 15, 20 minutes just playing these sticking patterns on a practice pad while moving through the kick drum grid, quietly, of course, before the show. If you would like a PDF of sheet music of these exercises, please feel free to email me at the email link in the description box below. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and have a great rest of your day.